Welcome back to Average Mics, guys, and today we start off just a little bit in the future and tell you why I ripped this Banks Pedal Monster controller, throttle controller, out of my truck. The RAM that if you saw the video,
subs. Speaking of which, like and subscribe underneath. Come on now.
Welcome back to Average Mics, guys, and today, like I said, we're going to talk about the RAM 1500 2022 and the Banks Pedal Monster that we installed on this about 6 months ago. After that review that I did, I think we were in the rain. I'll leave the link up below, or up top and down below. But we were in the rain when we first installed it, you know, spinning tires and stuff, and didn't really get a good shot. Plus, I was very optimistic about it removing the pedal delay or acceleration delay that a lot of these new cars have, including this truck here, has it pretty bad. So it's a very common complaint for this truck that the pedal response is just horrible, and the Banks pedal controller is supposed to stop that. So there are other devices on the market that also do the same thing, or at least, you know, claim that they fix the pedal lag, or there's throttle lag that these trucks have. So but I went with the Banks Pedal Monster, expecting that to go away. Now, in the video before, you know, I was optimistic, like I said, that you know, it was a new toy, and I thought it was kind of taking it away, and it kind of did a little bit in the way that it works. But I'm going to show you real quick here. All right, so we are in the truck, and I have the Banks app here. And basically, you know, the way, in case you didn't watch the video or don't want to go back and watch it, it has 3 settings, actually 4 settings. Stock, which really I guess isn't settings, just turned off. And as you can see, mine is turned off. I turned it off about a month into having it because it just wasn't working out. So we have stock, we have city, we have sport, and we have track. And they have adjustments in those things. And basically all this adjustment is here is if you go to stock and you hit up, it puts you in the city, but on the lowest settings if you just keep going up. And really all this is doing, and we're in sport now, and then keep going up and it goes to track, right? And all this is doing in reality is measuring your foot. So here's stock, and there's the pedal. As I'm pushing down, full throttle there, it's taking your positioning of the pedal, and if we move to city, it's applying more throttle than what you're pushing, and that's how they're claiming of getting rid of the throttle pedal. If you go to track, this is more exaggerated. Look how much of a difference that is, right? But is it, right? Is it really taking throttle? It's really all it's doing is putting down more throttle than what you intended to do with your foot, right? So the idea of, like, I know some of these have, and some products may be different, and please comment below if you have something else that does something different. I'm looking at like those users with the Pedal Commander. It's a competitor of Banks, more popular, I would say. Maybe they do something a little different. I went with Banks because it draws the power, and our big claim to fame is they draw the power from the OBD2 port instead of the throttle pedal, because when you draw the power from the throttle pedal for the controller, there's a possibility of drawing too much power through that and blowing a fuse and leaves you stranded. So their claim to fame for Banks is they draw it from the OBD2 port. It's never going to leave you stranded, but it is still in line with the pedal as far as, you know, grabbing the data and intercepting that data and modifying it to make it work. So, which is fine as long as it works. But the problem I had here was that no matter what setting I had, You know, it's just memory, right? Your muscle memory, your foot memory. So when you first turn it on, you go to sport, you first turn it on, you hit the gas, and man, the throttle delay is gone, right? And it kind of is. Then there's some instances where it's not. Like there's just a little bit. It's definitely less of a delay, right? But the problem is your ride becomes jerky, right? You're trying to give it this much throttle, and it's giving that much throttle, right? And now everything you do, especially in the rain, everything you do is either it's just applying more gas than what you want. And one, that's not saving you any gas. There's no economical setting here to save you gas because it's just in no setting other than stock, actually not even in stock, is it providing less throttle than what you're intending for, right? But the problem here is your normal everyday muscle memory. Yes, this will work initially because it's giving you more throttle, and it's going to give you a jerkier ride because it is giving you more throttle. But ultimately, instead of pushing down the throttle, say this much, as you can see on my phone, hopefully, instead of pushing down the throttle this much, expecting to go a certain speed, you eventually your body learns that I only need to press it this much to get that much speed. Because ultimately, I want so much speed. Your body learns how fast you want. It knows how fast you want to go, and how hard you have to press the pedal to get there. And ultimately, no matter what setting you do, your body, changes its calibration to how far to push the pedal. And it's going to adjust. And what happens is it just adjusts the idea that there's no throttle response. There are no throttle lag, right? So now if I normally press the pedal this much, it goes this much. Yes, no throttle lag. But now I know to go that fast, the fastest I want to. So if I bring this bar down to here, that's how fast I want to go. That's how I feel. That's how fast I want to feel like I want to go. My body learned that over a couple weeks, and now I'm only pressing the pedal that far to get the result that I want. But the result that I want was not throttle lag, and that is going to give me throttle lag because, that's just what it is. So basically, this doesn't work. And after a couple weeks, like I said, my body learned how to or recalibrated itself on how hard to push the pedal to go how fast I want to go. And the throttle lag came back, and this is pretty much worthless. So this was $300, and I plan on ripping it out because after 3 weeks I got tired of the jerkiness, and then ultimately wasn't really doing anything. I still had throttle lag, so I turned it back to stock, and it's been like that, for the last 5 months because I just haven't made the video to tell you how upset I was about buying it, how I'm gonna rip it out, and it's $300. I'll try to get some money back for it. It's out of warranty or being able to get any money back from banks, so which is my fault. I just didn't have the time to do it, so I'll just resell it on the market. They have other options as well. Somebody else, this model can work on other cars and trucks, not just the Ram. So I'll probably throw it up on eBay and let someone else give it a try, someone else who wants it. Obviously, this is my opinion. My opinion is that it doesn't work for me. I don't see how it will work really for anybody, but if someone thinks that, it works, then, or it will work for them, even after watching this video, and they want to buy it, I'm going to be selling it. So, try to recoup some of that money. I probably won't recoup all of it, but, we're going to try. And ultimately, it's just kind of a big disappointment. For $300, you would expect something. I mean, something else other than, just this. So, the other thing at least with the 2022 Ram, the reverse safety feature is unavailable for the Ram. And that has to do with just the model of truck and its capabilities, I guess, of being able to. And the reverse safety is basically turning off knowing that the truck's in reverse, turning off that throttle safety, that calibration of the throttle when the truck is in reverse, so that is, you know, you're not slamming the gas in reverse. That's the idea of that, but it doesn't work for this truck, so that's a bummer as well. And one last final complaint, and this isn't really its fault per se, just one something to look out for, is that my OBD port, as many do, sticks out or faces downward, and which means that this big plug is now sticking down. I could have did a little better job with the wiring. Some of it kind of came apart, but obviously this looks like crap, and there's not a ton more I can do other than maybe trying to shove these up a little bit more. You're still going to see that connector there, and in some cases you may even kick it, so that's something to keep an eye on as well. The other ones wouldn't have that because they don't use the OBD2 port, and you know, it is what it is. But so another thing to look out for. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start using the only tool that I really need, which is the cutters, and I'm going to start cutting some zip ties out of here, ripping this thing out, and we'll end up close up this video. And there it is. That's all she wrote for the Banks pedal monster. It is all ripped out. I'm just double checking here, and I still got the gas pedal, which I do. The one good thing about these things, and sorry if you didn't see too much of me taking it out, it's kind of a tight space, and my fat butt takes up a lot of it. So one of the nice things about these things, and this isn't really a testament to Banks, this is really just how new cars are with these CAN bus connectors. I think that's what they're called, CAN bus connectors. You know, makes, you know, plugging in and unplugging pretty easy. I still luckily have the box, which this will be going back in. We got our little controller here and a shiny new app on your phone, and this can be used in many different cars. So yeah, time you see this, this will probably be up on either eBay or locally, probably eBay. I'll probably put it on eBay, but I try to stay away from the marketplace. It doesn't seem to get a good crowd. So, but eBay, I'll probably get the most out of it back, my money back, and I'll be looking to get something else. So if you guys have something that does solve that issue, I know, like I said, competitors, Pedal Commander, I think it's called, that I'm assuming does the same thing. So please comment below if you have a Pedal Commander. Let me know how you like it, if you've had it for, you know, longer than a month and feel like you got your money's worth out of it. I also know there's a, you know, a little bit more money, but like a Diablo Sport Tuner, which does more than just throttle control. You can just like any Diablo Sport Tuner, you can change some settings, tweak some fuel wear ratios and stuff like that, to where you know, kind of put a tune on there to get a little more power out of this thing. But I'm not really looking for that for the most part. You know, this is just a point A to point B car for me. I do a lot of projects and stuff, which I use the truck for, but a lot of times it's just me and the wife and kids going from point A to point B. So I don't really need to soup up anything. It's quite fast enough. So but yeah, that is why this is gone, and you know, it is what it is. So like I said, we'll be lookout for something else, and when I do find something else, or when I decide to get something else, I will probably make a video on that and see how that goes. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you're interested about any really car throttle lag issues or you know, resolutions to the throttle lag, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. like I said, we're gonna go down that path a little bit further to see if we can maybe fix that on this truck. So it is kind of annoying. So so yeah, hit that subscribe button, like button, comment below, like I said in the video, if you have a pedal commander or something else that seems to resolve that, and I'll give it a whirl. Follow us on Instagram at average_Mike_channel, and we have a Facebook as well, all that good stuff. So yeah, so I will end this video now, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.